everyone, my name is Andrea. Welcome to my channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for.
In today's video, I wanted to talk about the things you should consider before hiring a professional makeup artist. So number one, a deposit will be required. So now this depends on the makeup artist you are getting, but it also depends if you're booking a family member, booking a friend, she might not require you a deposit. If you are booking a professional makeup artist, the deposit may vary with the pricing. Usually a lot of times my clients don't know that we require a deposit, and we definitely do. So some people may ask, why do I have to leave a deposit if you haven't done my makeup yet? And it's kind of a way to secure your date and also to secure your artist, and so that your artist is secured with you, because this is our job. It just kind of secures it for everyone, for the client, for the artist, and overall it's just better to have a deposit in case of anything. You know you booked your artist, but always make sure to have proof of deposit just in case the artist doesn't have it, loses it, something, or the client, sometimes they like to say that they left more so that their balance is less. Anything can happen, whether it's your artist texting you with her number and her name, or even like a contract, anything that has proof that you left that deposit. Okay, so the second thing to consider is, yes, we are professional makeup artists. We use high quality brands. But though we use the best products, unfortunately, we cannot guarantee perfectly poreless, smoothless airbrush skin. It's just humanly impossible. I cannot remove the bump of your pimple. I could only take away the redness. I can't remove your texture because that's just already there. And makeup does not cover texture. Makeup cannot make a pimple flat. It just is impossible. So it's something to consider. I've had clients that tell me, I can see my pores, I can see the bump of my pimple, and I can see texture, I can still see my wrinkles, and unfortunately I just can't get rid of that. You would have to be reborn, be a baby. I'm just kidding. So guys, please just consider that when your makeup artist is doing your makeup. A lot of times it is kind of weird. Like, I just don't know what to respond to my client when they're saying, why could I see my pores? It's just, we're humans. We have pores, we have wrinkles, we have pimples. We're human. And unfortunately, there's nothing that can get rid of that, Like, we can do our best to make it look more flawless for pictures, but that's the most we can do. We cannot completely get rid of any flaws. The third thing that I would like you guys to consider is that we cannot guarantee that your makeup will stay exactly the same after we leave, because sometimes we don't take care of it. Sometimes I occasionally forget I have makeup on and I rub my face. I scratch it, and a lot of times people are used to scratching their face and rubbing on it. It's normal. We're not used to wearing makeup every day. But the thing is, I do have clients while I'm doing their makeup, they're like, oh, I'm itchy, and they just rub off the makeup that I just did on them. If you cannot take care of your makeup, an artist cannot guarantee that your makeup will stay flawless all day. You have to take care of your makeup in order for your makeup to last you a longer period of time. Though we may say your makeup is 24 hours, yes, it is, but if you take care of it only. Like, for example, sometimes I go to work and I don't touch my face at all. I don't even scratch it. If I'm itchy, I'll poke at it, but that's the most. I don't rub, I don't touch. Of course, I'm working, I'm doing different things, but I'm not touching my face. And when I get home after a 14-hour shift, my makeup is still flawless. But some people are different, and some people love touching their face. For example, when I'm with my boyfriend and he's hugging me, he's kissing me, my makeup doesn't last. It is completely different from when you're not used to wearing makeup and when you are used to it. Or you're used to it but have a boyfriend. No, but in all reality, guys, you have to take care of your makeup in order for it to last you a long time. Though I can put millions of primer, setting sprays, if you don't take care of it, it will not last you. Another thing to consider is having your pictures of your glam looks ready. So that is makeup pictures and hair pictures of inspirations you've picked up, whether it's on Google, Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram, and screenshot those pictures while you're planning. Remember, the way you look is very important the day of your event because you will be having pictures. Everyone's gonna be looking at you. Sometimes I get to my client's house and we can spend literally up to 30 minutes trying to find a look because the client's undecisive. Especially if you are undecisive, you definitely want to look at different ideas so that the artist knows what you're looking for. Sometimes I have clients that say, I just want a smoky eye. Girl, there is a million kinds of smoky eyes that I can do on you. As an artist, I have a different mindset on a smoky eye. As a client who doesn't really wear makeup, you have a different version of a smoky eye. So we all have different versions of different looks. So it's best to have a visual picture so that I can see and you can see and I can go over that look by step, so you can tell me, yes, I like this, no, I don't like that. But even then, don't get me wrong, sometimes I do that exact look and it looks identical and my client doesn't like it because we all have different eye shapes. So that is moving on to the next thing to consider. The next thing to consider is booking a trial before your event, especially if you're an indecisive girl and are very specific with your makeup. For example, if I was booking a makeup artist, I would have probably 2 trials at least, just because I am very, very picky. So I would want to know for sure that I am getting what I want. And it will just make the day of the event easier. Everything will flow nicely. You won't stress about it. And everything is just great when your artist knows what you want. That being said, another thing to consider is your artist might charge you the same price for the day of your trial as for the day of your event. It depends now because sometimes trials are cheaper and sometimes they're the same. Usually I would personally charge the same amount because it is the same service. I'm actually doing more, giving my extra in order to give you what you want, doing my research and getting to know you better as a person and having to, change things up in case you don't like it or having to switch it up, anything. It's just more work, in all honesty, a trial than the day of the event. And also because I'm using the same products, same everything basically, and it just all makes sense to charge the same amount. I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, why isn't a trial more? But it is what it is. Some people will tell me I'm crazy if I think I should charge more for a trial. So another thing to consider is having a good place for your artist to work. Sometimes I've been put in the garage at 5 in the morning when it's hella cold, and hell no, I don't like working in those conditions. I've been told, oh, can you work outside? No girl, I cannot work outside, okay? I have to work inside where it's nice, toasty, and warm, okay? And if it's a hot day, it's fresh, okay? Just somewhere where it has good conditions. I have an outlet near me. I have a table, and I can just put in my light, my station, and I'm good to go. A lot of times people want to put me in their room, and I could barely move. So the 8th thing to consider is your artist's schedule. A lot of times I get requests to book me 1 week, 2 weeks, even a month before their event, and sometimes it's just not enough time. Sometimes it is possible, but not all the time, especially if you want to guarantee your date and if you want that specific artist, you can't book them that late in advance. It's hard. You're going to complicate yourself because then you're going to try to find another artist that you don't even know how they work. It just saves a lot of stress booking your artist at least 2 to 6 months before your event. If it's even up to a year, is great. I usually get booked within 6 months to a year in advance, and it just helps me because I already know my schedule, and if someone asks me for a future date, I can look at my calendar and be like, no, I'm not booked. Yeah, I'm already booked, and they still at least have months and months to look for another artist. So it's really important to consider that. Let's say that that's the artist you've been looking at for so long, but you don't want to book like a year ahead. Girl, yes you do. Trust me, you do. Especially if your artist is hella good. It really depends on your artist though, but it's always better to be safe than sorry. So even though your artist might not get booked that in advance, it's good to have your date in her calendar. Trust me. But another thing to consider is a home service fee. And usually a lot of artists have this fee. For every artist, they may have a different price depending on the mileage. Personally, we charge $30, whether it's in my city, whether it's 2 cities away. It has to be within a 30-mile range. Now, if it's higher miles, then the price will go up. But for everyone, it's different. But always consider that your artist may have one apart from the service she's already providing and charging you for. So a lot of times people say, why so much for a home service fee? You're already charging me this much for my makeup and hair. But you have to consider your artist is bringing a studio to your home, giving you the luxury of not having to go out so early in the morning, getting your makeup done in your PJs, you know, like being able to just get up from your chair and be in your house. She's giving you the luxury of that, and also she's using her gas, her mileage, her time. Basically, when I start at 5 a.m., sometimes I wake up at 3:30 in the morning just to get glammed up, get my stuff, and travel to you. It's a whole process, and a lot of people don't consider that. So it's something that I definitely recommend you considering before, you know, getting upset with your artist or not booking them for something like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I did want to do this video because I did want to educate people who are looking into hiring a professional makeup artist. Sometimes we don't know what to expect from an artist. We don't know what to expect, you know, like who teaches us what to expect, you know? So it's always good to know, or for an artist who's barely starting, what they should be providing to their clients, any information. It's always good to know these things, so it wouldn't hurt. And plus, I think YouTube is a good place to educate a lot of different people from different places. And so yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Love you.